We want to thank you for an opportunity that we can unite ourselves and our minds and our spirits together and invite you into another part of our life. We want to thank you for all that you do for us. We thank you for our county government. We thank you for each one that's here tonight. We know, God, that we have a long way to go to become all we need to be, but we ask you, God, to begin to set direction from the ground roots up, that our country can find a return to you. We love you, we honor you, and we pray your blessings upon this staff and upon those here tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for allowing me to come.
Go ahead and call the meeting to order. First thing on the agenda, we've got to approve the minutes from the previous meeting. Entertain a motion.
Make a motion.
Motion by Brian, second by Tommy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have approved payment of bills. Entertain a motion. Motion by Neil,
Second.
second by Brian. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have approved treasurer's budget transfers as presented.
Make a motion.
Entertain a motion.
Second.
Motion by Darren, second by Tommy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have approved treasurer's monthly statement. Entertain a motion. Motion by Neil, second by Kevin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have approved treasurer's quarterly settlement. Entertain a motion.
Make a motion.
Motion by Brian,
Second.
second by Damon. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have approved jailer's payment of bills.
Make a motion.
Motion by Darren,
Second.
second by Tommy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have approved jailer's budget transfers as presented. Entertain a motion.
Make a motion.
Motion by Brian, second by Kevin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have approved jailer's monthly statement. Entertain a motion.
Make a motion.
Motion by Tommy, second by Darren. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have approved sheriff's monthly statement. Entertain a motion.
Make a motion.
Motion by Tommy, second by Darren. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And this next is we approved to move the November 5th regular court meeting to November the 6th at 11 o'clock. I get because of election day, but I was just gonna let y'all make a decision. We've had them on election day before, but I know you're gonna be pretty busy.
Angel could take the meeting, somebody will have to take you.
It's up to you all. If y'all wanna leave it on Tuesday.
I'll make a motion to move it to the 6th.
All right,
I'll second.
motion by Brian to move it to the 6th at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And motion by Brian, second by Darren. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next I need to get a motion to approve to pay a bill to UD Contracting LLC for the amount of $92,435.20. And the jail's gonna be paying that bill, and that's part of the payment for this building over here. And,
How much was the full contract?
excuse me,
How much was the full contract?
160.
Okay.
yeah, 190.
Yes, it was close to 190.
190,
Okay.
190 something, and then we paid, the insurance paid for some of it, and then Jason's gonna
Right.
go ahead and pay for the rest.
I'll make a motion.
So, motion by Tommy,
Second.
second by Damon. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have any other new business? Jason?
Nope. No new.
Kevin? Darren?
No, sir.
Tommy?
No, sir.
Damon?
I think we have some here with a road sign issue tonight.
Okay. Brian?
I've got nothing.
Neil? Anybody?
Real quick back up. I'm sorry. I did have someone gonna look at the steps front and back here
Okay.
for new business. Okay. And then I'll let you know.
Somebody is gonna look at them then?
Yep, it'll do it.
Okay, good, good deal. Old business. Jason,
No, nothing.
Kevin, Darren,
No, sir.
Tommy,
Is the jail done?
it is done.
It is done.
Yeah, it is done.
Good.
Done a good job.
Looks good.
Looks good. Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, looks good.
No, other than that, all good.
Okay, name and old business.
No,
Brian, neither. Jeremy, anything? All righty. Next, we have anybody in the audience. Mr. Lewis, do you have?
Sir? Yeah, did you want to go, the lady, she want to go first?
No, I'm not here.
Yes, sir, just stand.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Whatever, however you feel comfortable.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brent Lewis. I'm in Warrentown. 2 years ago, we built this December, we built a house on my father-in-law's farm, Mr. Wilson, that's just recently retired, Wilson Dental. Well, anyway, my wife continues to dental practice there, but anyway, we have 4 children, 16, 13-year-old, and twin girls, Faith and Hope. And anyway, we have a young gentleman, there's just 2 people that passed us, and a young gentleman, like we all are, hot rodders from time to time, teenagers or whatever. So anyway, maybe he was running a little behind that day, was going approximately 40-some miles an hour. So anyway, you try to teach your kids, to stay out of the street. And of course, sometimes you run after a loose ball, it happens. We've got 45 acres there, and you think the ball could roll anywhere but the road, but it does. So anyway, but it's not about, to me, it's not about a battle of a road sign with someone who probably looks at us as though we're the newcomers, or my wife being scared out of her skin with the 2 youngsters 15 foot from the road when the young man did. She was scared. She yelled out, hey, slow down. He came to a screeching halt, burnt tires, past the house, all the way down Fragrant Road and onto oncoming traffic. So anyway, that scared us too. The reason why my wife and I are so deeply concerned about this issue because Grayson, our 16-year-old, a little over 3 weeks ago, could have been in a fatal car crash. What a miracle. Because Ethan, her boyfriend, and his brother Jordan survived the crash. And it's really dear to our hearts that, again, it's not about a sign or I had a sign put up after I holler at you. It has nothing to do with the sign. I've often thought about what if we just had a child at play. And then I got to thinking, child predators. I really didn't want to advertise that we have small children that play there. So anyway, my thing tonight, not to take up your all's time, but to just ask for the sign. And I'll personally talk to the people down there myself. And it's not about the sign. It's not a battle of the sign. It's just that, I would appreciate if maybe people would, cautiously drive as though their children live there. That's really all I've got. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. Thank you. How's your dad doing?
Doing fine, thank you. He says he's 73, he sure still doesn't know what he wants to be. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, but, Mom keeps him pretty busy, so that boat
He's a good
is collecting
man.
more grass around than anything, so,
Yeah,
thank you.
he's a good man. Just to let the magistrates know what was going on with this. I think did Amanda call in or did you call in?
No, Mandy.
Amanda called in, and of course you call in here and people ask for signs, people ask for road repairs. I mean, sometimes I don't even see them. I don't even see these complaints. And Miss Lewis called in and said she'd like to have 25-mile-an-hour speed limit sign put up. And David Clements got it from Mary Ann. Boom, they put the speed limit sign up, and then after that, I'll let Damon go ahead and tell you basically what happened, so.
Well, basically, that's more than I know already. It hasn't been nobody approached me, them or anybody else on the road approached me prior to this at all. Nobody said anything to me one way or the other. Mr. Garrett is here also wants to speak tonight. He's another resident on that drive, and I felt like they needed to speak. They wanted to come. They have contacted me after the fact, thinking that I'd had something to do with it one way or another. And I do appreciate Mr. Lewis coming. And I'm respectfully to you, I understand where you're coming from. Those other residents are long-term back there. They should have a right to say. It's not been a bottom line, we go by what the law says. When in doubt, go with what the law says on putting or not putting. I did take the sign up too, sir. I did ask you today if I could. I had, it hadn't been run through court. I am under the right to understand that it needs to proceed through the court system before we put one up, right?
That's correct.
Which it hadn't been. That's the reason I took it up. Your wife pulled me over that day. And you might ought to remind her to watch the speed limit also. That does apply to all of us. I know she was upset that day, but that doesn't apply to all of them. Road signs, in my opinion, are a difficult matter to deal with because most people don't comply. There is not enough officers to make them comply. I've been told that children that play, and I hadn't thought about his point about, that's kind of advertising children, you know, and there are predators in this country that does prey on them. And I guess you put a sign out, children that play, but I've been informed that the state don't allow that at this point. Liability reasons, I suppose. And I can understand that.
It insinuates that children are playing in the roadway, so they stop the children. to
I
play.
can see there, it's a double-edged
So
sword.
the congested area signs up, or, you know, something to that effect, so. Do you have something you want to say also?
Can I sit right here?
Sure. Sure. Got your name on it.
All right. First thing I want to say, I'm not against signs. I'm not. You know, I've been on my job for 41 years, drive 50,000 miles a year. Never had a speeding ticket, never had a warning ticket. I drive to Virginia, I drive to West Virginia, I drive to Ohio with my company. So I see all kinds of signs. And I guess the reason that I ain't having tickets, I don't, you know, abide by them, okay? J.C. Hodge is back there with me, and he was against the sign. And one reason, because we did not know about it.
Mr. Hodge has spoken to me yesterday.
We did not know about it. I pulled in to drive, and there's that sign. You know, if he'd come to me and said, hey, I think we might have a problem, then been a different story. But I follow the law the way it should be. We've never had no problems down there. I mean, y'all can verify with Grayson J.C. didn't come tonight. He's 80-year-old. He can't, you know, hear that well. We watch out for J.C. all the time. You got to. I haven't seen no trouble. J.C. hasn't seen no trouble. So it was a surprise to us, okay? I mean, it's a one-lane road down there. I'm on a dead end of it. You can't go through it. So I do not have a problem of along the stretch where the kids are at to maybe do something, you know. I don't speed it. I mean, they can put the gun on me anytime they want to there. My wife don't. So that's just what upset me. You know, it wasn't no communication. In my job every day, I deal with customers. You got to communicate. And Damon did step in, and you know, because we're bum folks, we don't know what's going on. What's happened here? And you know, I've got pictures. There's a sign. Y'all want to look at the pictures here? There's where the road, Mozart Road, once a year, okay? I mow it twice with my bush off, which I don't care. I don't. And I appreciate the one time they do that. But they tear down that sign by the bridge and then put it back up. And the guy that come down there and put that sign up comes to our driveway and turn around and come back and see the sign, but he didn't stop and put it up. We have not had a stop sign at the end of the road in years. You know that, I guess.
Yeah, I often wonder that.
I mean, there's ain't no stop sign there. Where it went, I don't know, somebody probably stole it. On it. Here's the bridge. And me and Kevin talked about that, I think year before last, going to the fireworks. You know, I got a bridge that's getting ready to fall through. I got 16 penny nails laying on my table, and I was thinking to bring them, like to show you that keep them getting their cars. I understand there was other bridges, like you said, Judge, that was in bad shape, and ours does not have that much traffic, you said, you know. It's me and my wife. Mailman comes, and a garbage man in a pickup. They don't bring the big truck no more because they're probably afraid to go across it. Clarkson, okay? Anybody want to look at them? They're welcome to. It's rotten.
Yeah, I think Flavor Road's on the bridge list, Bridge of Kentucky list.
Yeah, you said it was, and I don't blame you. I understand that. But I cannot even get a lime truck back there to lime the fields. I can't get a concrete truck back there. My son runs IMI in Elizabethtown. He can bring me concrete. I can't build buildings, I can't do anything. And I understand the problem, you know, the money where it had to go, you said there's more traffic on the other roads. Well, there's no traffic on this road, okay? It ain't out there in our spot anyway, to the back, nobody comes to see that, which I like it. I mean, it's calm and you can sit on the porch and look at the turkeys or wherever you want to. But here's the rating list, y'all can go on the website. Out of 100, it's 19. 19. It's supposed to be closed. So, you know, it is no traffic on our road, and I'm not against it. I'm not against putting up a sign there, but I think it just went the wrong way. Oh, I really do. Look at the wood, tree fell across the road from JCO, across his fence, across the road. They cut it up, got it out, appreciate that, they're still there since March.
Has anybody called and told their magistrate or told me about it?
I don't, no, I haven't. Right here in front of J.C. Hodge, you see where they worked on it? Y'all wanna look at that? You knocked the front of the car. Now, how you gonna speed through that? Can't speed. If you are, you're gonna be in a ditch.
Jeremy, if you don't care, get those and pass them around to the magistrate. Or get
And look to Chippy. That right there proves there's no traffic on this road. Look at the grass growing through the middle of it. I mean,
Can I ask you a couple questions?
sure.
You live at the end of the road,
Mhm.
and then JC is your next closest
He's the
neighbor.
middle one right
He's
there.
the middle
He's
one.
right down from.
And then it's Mr. Lewis.
Yes, and he's at the end of the, come off of what, 20, was it 30?
I'm the first one you come to, then Mr. Hodge is around the corner, down over the hill, this gentleman here, and I'm sorry, we've never met, I'm sorry.
Is there anybody besides you all that live on that stretch?
No.
No, that, we're just the
Okay.
three.
Do you have any idea, he's talking about maybe someone younger in a truck that's going up and down that road? Have you ever seen anyone, I know you're on the road a lot, but has your wife seen anybody out there or anything?
And I talk to JC every day, I mean, I check on him. He's out there on his four-wheeler farm, so I do check on him. He told me, he said, I never see nothing, I never see no problems.
Mr. Lewis, did they get a tag number that day? Of the person
I'm
that
not
you were-
familiar with any of that, I know people do come up there,
The one that you had a
pretty quick, I
the one
mean,
that
you
your
know.
wife had a confrontation with, did she get the tag number of the vehicle?
No, I'm sure she did.
I'm sure she was tore up.
I mean, I know there could be a stranger or anybody could come down that road.
Absolutely. I mean, it's
You
county
know, it
road.
might not have been none of us, and that could happen, you know. But, and I understand, Judge, your reasoning for the bridge, you know, it just us going across it. And you gotta get other things fixed before.
Well, it's not nothing to do with my reasoning, it's got to do with Bridge in Kentucky's reasoning. They're the ones that allocates that money, not me or not the court. And they've got it scheduled, they've got it earmarked for 2020 to replace that bridge, so, I mean, it's coming.
Yeah.
But, sometimes the wheels of government don't turn fast enough for everyone as they wish it would, so.
And one other thing, and I'll be it. When all this happened, everybody's got Facebook. I don't use it, my wife does. I don't want to ever use it. But when you make remarks like this on Facebook about the sign being taken down, pack a shotgun and pepper them next time. How does that make you feel?
Well,
That's the response they
was
would
that
get.
someone on this court or myself that made that comment?
No, I don't know who they are.
Then it don't pertain to us then, because we get those type of comments, trust me,
Especially in the last few
because
weeks.
we're public officials, we get those type of comments daily. If you
I'm
don't
sure you
believe,
do.
if you
I'm
don't
sure you
believe
do.
me, ask Norman.
But, you know, how would that make you feel? Or we're gonna throw tax out in the road?
Yeah.
You get it all the time, yeah, it's. What's it doing on Facebook to begin with?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Wonderful tool misused completely.
But
But now that it's been brought out in the open, you would be okay with the sign, now that people's talked about it, you're okay if they put a sign back up, or you said you don't have a problem with the sign, so you're.
I don't, and my wife don't either.
Yeah.
But both of us said if they'd come to us and say, we got a problem up here, let's, you know,
Right.
talk, JC and my wife. We can sit down, we can work that out, you know.
But
what
I guess
easy.
now that it's out in the open and, you know, if someone does want a sign, you're okay if it does proceed and they put a sign up?
Well, I mean, I would rather the sign be there protecting their kids where it's at.
Yeah.
I don't see me putting signs on up down to my end of my drive.
Oh,
Because
this
I'm
was
on-
at your drive?
There's only 3
No.
people on the road.
No, I'm saying, though,
No,
if they
but
wanted to
sign-
put the sign back up where it was, you'd be okay with it?
I don't have a problem,
Okay, just curious.
but I just want to get this out, get this off my chest. I mean, I don't know what Damon thinks. Damon, you know, I went to him like I was supposed to go to him.
Yeah.
And if somebody had to wait, they'd go to you, Darren.
I understand that.
I'll tell you the way I feel about it. I represent all those people down that road, you, him, Mr. Hodge. Mr. Hodge come and spoke to me yesterday afternoon. He don't want something. He don't want it. That's the first time I talked to him at all about it. And he told me the same thing. He wasn't able to drive this time of day. And that's realistic. That's just the only thing he applied to me. It's 3 of you on that road. I think somebody come to an understanding. I mean, I think it's miscommunication, a whole lot of it is, and I'm sure that feller done whatever he done, and I've got kids too.
But you don't,
It bothers me, I mean, it's not just your road, there's a lot of roads that doesn't have. Our fine sheriff, they're the best we've got. He don't have enough manpower, put 25 signs down through there, in my opinion. People won't comply, he can't enforce it. It's the best he could do, if he had 50 deputies, more he couldn't do it. He does awfully good, I'm bragging the sheriff up, you know, sir. But, unless you're sitting there, I really don't know what the answer to this. If I had the answer to this, I could probably play the lottery tomorrow.
We'll move on here.
I'm sorry, I mean.
What we'll do is, anytime that there's a speed limit, of course, Norman and Jeremy can attest to this also. If it's not posted on a county road, whenever it reverts back to KRS, it's 55 miles an hour on a county road. If that road is not posted, it's 55 miles an hour, okay? To do it proper, now we have people call in here every single day. Speed limit signs get stolen, speed limit signs get taken down, stop signs, yield signs, every kind of sign you can think of gets taken, stolen, or something. So when people call in here, what we end up doing is we go ahead and we just put the sign back up. People request a sign, we put it up. And because there's most of the roads in the county, I would say that if you went back through the minutes, which would take probably a crew of about 10 people about a year to go through every single minute of every court meeting to see exactly what roads, what county roads in the county were actually voted on, because I can assure you, it's about 99.8% of them were not voted on. I can assure you of that.
I'm sure that's true.
So this one here, we can either do one or two things. We can either not put a sign up. You all have to vote on it to not put the sign up. We can either vote to put a sign up. If we vote to put a sign up, before we vote to put the sign up, we need to get with the state highway department. They've got a formula that they use to determine what the speed limit is. Same way they do on state highways. So if we're gonna do this proper, we're gonna do it proper. And we're gonna vote on it, and we're gonna determine what the speed limit is, and that's what the speed limit's gonna be set at. And then that speed limit sign goes up. For it to be enforced properly, the sign is at the beginning of the road, and the sign is at the end of the road. That way, anybody that travels from driveway to driveway, when they pull out, they can see that speed limit sign. They know what the speed limit is. Therefore, if a law enforcement officer is out there, they can't say, I didn't see the sign. As soon as you pull onto that road, you're gonna know what the speed limit is on that road. If it's lowered on that road at any point, it has to be speed limit coming up is going down to 20. Say if it's 35, it's going down to 25. That has to be voted on also. So if we're either gonna have to vote, decide to do this or to not do this, either not put the sign up or put a sign up. But if we put it up, we're gonna put it up properly. On the stop sign will be up tomorrow. Because
That
it's
ain't
under,
enough for,
it's under our obligation, well, it's been brought up. It's under our obligation as county government to make sure there's a sign up there and
well, it
properly
needs to,
posted.
it needs a stop sign there.
Yeah, so, the
I have nothing
sign,
against that stop sign there, that's, you know.
yeah, the stop sign will be up tomorrow. And if we don't know, we've got 12 guys on our road department. That's what we've got. We've got one guy that puts up stop signs in the county. They've got 743 miles of road to cover. We have no idea. That's why we do this system that we do now. Take a lot of work off the magistrates. People call in here to the girls and they do a work order. That way nothing gets forgotten. That's what we try to do. And if we don't know about that there's a problem, we can't fix the problem. So now that we know about this, we're gonna fix the problem. So stop sign goes up tomorrow because we're under obligation by law to put that sign up. If it's meeting an intersecting road, we're under obligation to put it up, we're gonna put it up. And we'll also have a road sign up there. Is there a road sign there also? I haven't been out
It's
there.
this Fragrant Road.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it'll probably be attached to that post. It's up to the court if there's any discussion about it. If y'all want to have a speed study done, or if y'all don't want to put a sign up. If you don't want to put a sign up, it's closed, we're over and done with, but we're going to vote on it not to put a sign up. So, it's up to you guys.
I vote to put a sign up, I'll make a motion, or however you gotta do it.
Well, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and make a motion to do a speed study and see what speed it needs to be on there. And then, once that's done, next meeting, we'll come back and vote. We'll find out what the speed limit needs to be. We'll vote on that, the sign will go up.
I'll make the motion.
Okay,
Do a
you make
speed
it.
study.
Gotcha. Motion by Tommy to do a speed study. Do I have a second?
I'll second the speed study.
Second by Damon, all in favor?
Are we voting on a sign or are we voting on?
Speed
a
Speed
study.
study.
Speed
Speed
study.
Just a study.
Yeah, because we have no idea what the speed limit needs to be set at this point. We could just pull 15 out of there, 20 out of there, 25, 35, we could pull whatever. And I'll be quite honest with you, Norman could go out there and probably do a speed study because he could tell you if he's driving 25 on the road and thinks it's too fast, it probably needs to be 20, it needs to be 15.
I mean, actually, you know, there's two faster road conditions. If it's narrow and it's unmarked, you know,
Mhm.
we don't need a speed limit really to write a citation on it. If we see they're driving too fast for the road, we can cite them for too fast, but, you know, that's.
In course,
sense, isn't it?
being in law enforcement, Norman knows this, a sign's only as good as the post that it's on.
I mean,
Because of the police is not there to enforce it.
And I know Damien kind of mentioned, I just want to say this real quick, but if there is a complaint of speeders out there, we don't have a lot of manpower, however, if you have, don't stop calling in. Because when we get an extra patrol complaint or a road, a speeder
Get
on the
tag
road,
numbers, right?
we have.
Tag numbers. Get tag numbers. if
Well, I mean, not necessarily that, you get a description of the vehicle helps, but we have an app now that we use just among my deputies, where we have, it's an extra patrol app. We have a list of extra patrol locations. Every once in a while, when the guys are patrolling, if they have a little extra time, they'll hit one of those extra patrol roads, which may be that road or whatever. So I know he said we don't have a lot of manpower, and we don't have time to spend a week out there or whatever, but just don't stop calling in, and we'll get to it as much and as often as we can when there is a complaint. But certainly, we understand how important it is, especially, when somebody's driving like an idiot out there on the road, that you should be doing 15 or 20 miles an hour.
All right, so we made a motion to do that. I'll get that done, and I'll report back to you all next meeting on what they request that the speed limit should probably be. And then you all can make a motion whether or not you want to put the speed limit sign. And we'll go from there. As far as the stop sign, it'll be up tomorrow. As far as your wood, it will probably be moved tomorrow also. I took pictures of your pictures that you sent me, or that you just showed the court. So that wood will be picked up tomorrow. Stop sign will be picked up tomorrow, and we'll look at the dip in the road, the bridge, however, that will not be done until 2020, same way I told you whenever we talked.
I'm worried about the bridge because you look at the pictures, you see all them rotten, you know,
Yeah.
it's going down. It's,
Yeah, and I'll address the state with that one also, because like I said, bridge in Kentucky is all through the state now. They took all that away from the county governments. So the ones that are replacing the bridges and.
I picked up 2 or 3 16-penny nails that's coming out with
Yeah, we'll go out there and address that, and, but it'll be coming in 2020 as far as the bridge replacement. But if you ever have any kind of complaints like that, don't hesitate to call. You can call up here if you want to talk to Damon.
Nobody here's
Damon will call up here. Yeah, if you have a complaint, that's.
Both of you are always welcome to call me, and I wish that's the way it went to begin with, or the judge or so forth. No, not scolding anybody or nothing of that sort. And the stop sign, I like to apologize for that. That's my inefficiencies that I did not notice it. There is so many, and a lot of times when you look at these roads and so forth, especially when you're at home, you won't see things that's right in front of you. And
I mean, a lot of y'all know,
apologize to
I
both
don't
of you for that.
I don't complain.
Well, like I said, if you
No, this is
ever
my
have an
opinion.
issue,
Well, you have a right
that's
to
what we're
complain.
here for, is to take,
They
let
both have a
us.
right to complain, don't they, Greg? We need to talk over
Yeah,
it.
The communication,
that's it. Like I
that's what I call
said,
my words.
if you got something, you just call up here, call Damon, call whoever, you can call any one of these magistrates, they would take care of the issue. They would call in and tell us what was going on.
And a lot of these
Just
guys
like if
knows-
you called in on this road complaint, just like that, it would go up here to the office, put on the work order list. I'd probably never see it. Damon wouldn't see it. It'd go straight to the road department and it'd be addressed.
259, 5,000.
So,
I remember that.
so that's it. Yes, Mr. Lewis.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to say that I hope nobody got in trouble. Well, my wife was just scared, that's all. She made a phone call, and I hope nobody got in trouble who got the sign together and put the sign up.
No, absolutely
And
not.
as far as communication, I would never do anything, you know, without asking you all. It's just that my wife was scared, she made the phone call, and somebody acted, they put a sign out, you know, and if the sign just was up for a day, that was okay with us, you know. But first off, I apologize, I hadn't been down there to.
Yeah, I haven't-
Look, sorry about that.
Living on the same road
And you
down
need some
there.
help with that, I'll come down there and solve that for you.
No, it's all right. That's all right. I just, you know, I can't do nothing to my farm. I can't, without that bridge, I can't.
Well, I'll help you with that.
So it's,
But Mr. Lewis, if you all ever need anything, don't hesitate to call us or call your magistrate or any of the
All right,
magistrates.
so, thank you.
Anybody else got anything? Nothing? Motion to adjourn. Motion by Brian. Second by Tommy, all in favor.